Monopoly. The game of struggles and victories. We've all been through it. A game where you get everything and a game where you get nothing. How to play the game properly, you'll be able to win and torment your friends. So today we're going to be going over 3 tips and tricks to being Monopoly. Just tips, by the way, no tricks. Your money. Money, ha. Not like that, stupid. As I was saying, in a game of Monopoly, you have to be wary of your money. I've had many cases where this happened. I wanna buy. Give me that property. And the moment you just enter the third round. What's my... Oh no. This happens way more often than you think. I know exactly what goes on in your head over that. You think that if you buy all the properties really quick, it'll be hard for the players. But in reality, it'll be harder for you. Because if you run out of cash straight away, then you land on someone else's place, then you have to pay them, then you have to sell back your properties, and then you won't have any cash. So here's what I usually do. Save money. And keep it separate from the future money that you get. Like whenever you pass go, whenever you receive, red, keep it separate from your starting money. Then use your starting money to pay everything, and then after all your starting money is gone, you have backup money. So you don't need to freak out. With this, you'll be able to dominate everyone else and not dominate yourself. Now, tip number... Mismatch property. Believe it or not, the key to beating Monopoly isn't to get a full set of properties. It's actually to go to reverse and get one of each type of property. That way, if you have all the properties, your opponents can't complete the set, and 2 things can happen. One, you prevent them from getting a set, so that you save yourself some extra money in the future. Or 2, the other player wants to kill you. But here's the properties that you really need to prevent your other opponents from getting a full set. The green property, because whenever you step there, it's basically paying half the money you have. The blue property and the orange property. You might be surprised to hear that the rest of the properties are less frequently landed on. I'm not kidding. The orange property set is the main one that always gets landed on. Mostly Istanbul and Cairo. Oh, sorry, that's my Monopoly set, not the rest of you. Just basically these two. So if you get all those property sets and prevent the other players from getting the full set, you've basically succeeded. You've basically completed your mission. You won't be devastated and losing your cash. Tip number 3. Don't trade your properties. Trust me, whenever you trade your property, it's usually that this will happen. Hey, I'll give you London for Shanghai. Oh, sure. Hey, wait, why did you ask Shanghai? Hey. Whenever you trade your properties, there's always 2 things you need to verify. You always have to keep in mind. Number 1, whenever someone asks you to trade for their properties, it's obviously because one reason only, for their benefit. Usually it's to get the one missing property that they need to devastate you. Number 2 is to give you the worst properties ever. You could have the best properties and then the 2 worst ones. If you trade your properties, you have to be wary of things. Unless you're the one who's gonna trick people, then yeah, go ahead. So yeah guys, that's all the tips and tricks that you need to know to Monopoly. So go ahead and devastate your friends. And also, hopefully you don't rage quit if this doesn't work for you. And be careful if you accidentally make the other player angry. Omae wa mushinde yo.